welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The Steel City is ready at Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a tough AFC North matchup. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. That's the rookie Tyler Luke. He begins this one. Off we go from the Steel City. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. Down the sideline. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I'm not sure there's a more exciting player to watch, regardless of position, than Lamar Jackson. I mean, we've gotten to see him play in person numerous times throughout his career, Mike, and you just marvel not only at the athleticism, the playmaking, but his development as a true NFL pocket passer is quite remarkable. So he's an MVP caliber player. He's always going to be that. The next step for him, how does he continue to bring that regular season success that has led to 2 MVPs? How does he bring that into the postseason? Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. It is Hopkins. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
It's a gain of 18. And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
In motion goes Likely. Here's Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
We're going to go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Steelers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had that lightning bolt to open the game. The long touchdown. They'll try to build on the lead now. This drive begins 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. The throw on the run is complete. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On third down, Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Lester on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They'll run it on first down with Henry, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. Good for a Ravens first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
On the option, they give it to Henry. Whoa. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
16 yards.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll go again here with Henry. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground is Jalen Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss with Warren. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They get 24 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
A gain there of 15. Good for a Steeler first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
We'll set up the screen to Gainwell. And he's in. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers extend their advantage to 14-3.
Steelers 14, Ravens 3.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
14 yards.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 34-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
On the give, here's Henry. Oh-oh! And he will score! Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Ravens 10.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Gainwell. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
On second down, Warren. He'll manage only a couple. Malachi starts that first-round pick up from his safety spot to make the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll run the sneak. And he will have a Steelers first down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and 2.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around. but it falls incomplete. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Third and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 45 yards.
45 yards. That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Now he takes off, and he's into the end zone. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Ravens 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. First down throw for Jackson. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Baltimore.
First down.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
On second down, here's a run with Henry. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. This is Henry, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Second down, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third down, they need 5. To throw is Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Big-time conversion there on 3rd down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
Here's Jackson. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Loop now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens are back within 4. It's 21-17. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 37 yards.
30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a check play.
Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Ravens 17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. On the handoff, it's Henry. And I don't think he got there, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
Here's Jordan Stout now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That one hits at the 10. No one there to stop it, though. Bounds into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He'll push ahead to the 21. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson.
At the 21-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Jackson now. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Jackson up top again. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will cut the deficit down to 4.
Ravens 24.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Metcalf, left side, he's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This fielded inside the 35. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Gonna go right back to Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Oh, but ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson out of the pistol. A quick slant to Flowers. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. 4
yards.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And a nice defensive play. There's good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now, Jackson. Open man is Hopkins. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Jackson going to keep it himself. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
On 4th down, it's Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Here's Gainwell. Whoa! Ooh! And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
12 yards.
They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Jackson now to throw on first down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Raven first down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry.
Jackson's pass complete to Derrick Henry. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jackson. He takes off. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
A gain of 2.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's got room at the 30. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd down. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Jackson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And he's already topped the century mark in receiving yards here in this first half, so you'd have to think the bulk of the targets are going to continue to go his way. First down for Aaron. Metcalf with the grab. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Steelers,
that's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
At
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now it's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Rodgers going up top again. Quick throw here is complete.
Rodgers pass complete to Calvin Austin. It's a gain of 7.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
26-yard line.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead. But remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner. So both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it gonna be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. Play action now. Jackson. That is brought in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards. First down.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
There's that man again. Another catch.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. Oh, the ball comes out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. A gain of 17 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
The Steelers 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you.
Now Gainwell hit. The ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. In motion goes Likely. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll take this to about the 28. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short, Jackson. He's got his tight end, that's Andrews. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. In motion goes Likely. On the give, here's Henry. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third, they need 8. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Steelers' offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On play action, Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
A run with Gainwell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, Gainwell. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Rodgers to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 49.
At the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Warren, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
41, Ravens 30.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And the defense can't come up with the stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand?
Into space. And he will score. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll let Henry try to run for it. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Now Rodgers, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Rodgers here on second down. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
12 yards.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll motion over Thielen. A run up the middle with Warren. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll dump this out wide to Gainwell. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf, and he will go all the way. DK Metcalf, touchdown Pittsburgh. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers tack on one more to their lead.
Steelers 48, Ravens 36.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. The gun. Here's a give to Henry. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now Gainwell. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down. Literally and awkwardly. Right at the line of scrimmage.
34-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. on the ground. Here's Henry. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Bateman is the motion man. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll bring this to about the 25. That's Brandon Echols there for the tackle.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Now, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Baltimore.
It's a gain of 20. And a Raven first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Slot man gonna move in motion left. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's not gonna get away. They're gonna bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
16 yards. That's good for a Baltimore.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing Jackson. It's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
In motion goes Likely. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 8.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Now Jackson. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Ravens will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Loop to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Here's Gainwell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Tackled by Draymond Jones. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll run here with Gainwell. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop. It never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and long for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
Ravens 39.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. And he's turned a number of those into big plays. In motion comes Andrews. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Raven first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mitchell from the pistol. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
3rd and short, Jackson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Rasheen Ali, the ball carrier. The tackle by Alex Highsmith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Here's Jackson. That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Tylan Wallace. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens have cut the deficit to 5.
51, Ravens 46.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Gainwell to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. The master of play action. Right. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Warren. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught! And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34.
First down,
and that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin. Most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin had 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He's got it at the 3. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown tonight. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Ravens 46.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 10 yards. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Baltimore.
It's a gain of 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And the defense not going to let him wiggle out of that one. They force him out behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways. And they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd down, Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Motion the slot man left. They'll drop to throw. That one caught by Wester. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
This one complete to Bateman. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up. Oh, goodness. After the play, that's Lamar having some difficulties down there. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. Huntley now. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he'll take this one in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens have cut the deficit to 5.
Ravens 53.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
At the 46-yard line.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.